she just looked back to see where she's standing, and it just so happened that it was Mr. Bachchan's picture. So it was not her fault. I've kept the mood and still maintained to make them look really glamorous, make them look really good. In a week's time, I actually delivered all 1,000 calendars personally. You know, I went to people's home, like how you go invitation card, I went to give my calendar.
How's it working with the younger stars?
I think the new energy the new kids bring in also is very, very interesting. Hi, this is Dabboo Ratnani and you're watching the exclusive on my calendar, my 2019 20th edition calendar, only on Bollywood Hungama. Do watch, subscribe and hit the bell icon.
It's that time of the year when Dabboo Ratnani's calendar is making waves and everyone is talking about only one thing, and that is Dabboo Ratnani's calendar. Pleasure having you back on board Hungama.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
for
Faridoon.
20 years.
Yes, it's my 20th anniversary. It feels amazing. It feels like when I started, when I came out with the 2000, when I released the calendar in the year 2000, I never thought it would become a property like that will go on for so many years. So feeling really great and happy and thankful to God and to the industry for supporting me for so many years.
So one of the biggest news points as far as the calendar launch was concerned was Rekha ji standing in front of Mr. Bachchan's photograph.
Actually, the Twitter mirror was kept right there at the edge of the stage, and so everybody came up to the corner of the stage and took pictures on the Twitter mirror, and then the media requested her to take pictures solo on the stage with the calendars at the background. So she just looked back to see where she's standing, and it just so happened that it was Mr. Bachchan's picture. So it was not her fault. She just looked back and she reacted, and then she went ahead and stood with Anushka's picture. So it was just that minute mini second which all the guys picked up.
But tell me honestly, you as the father of the calendar, I'm sure that you must be very happy because everyone is talking about those 10 seconds and it's being shared like massively.
I think it was an innocent, sweet thing. I mean, it was nothing like, I know people are talking about it, but you know, I'm happy that the calendar's been received well. I'm happy that everybody loved the pictures. I'm happy that, you know, all the media, everybody, all of you all were talking so much about it. So it feels good. Whatever the reason happened is a part of the you know, mileage that we got. But I don't think it was intentional from any one of us. It was just so happened. It was just a moment caught unaware, basically.
Right. And I think another highlight of this year's calendar is that you're having only 2 pictures which are there in black and white.
Yes.
Usually you tend to have more.
Yeah.
But this time around only Akshay Kumar and Shah Rukh Khan are the ones.
Right.
That are in
So
black
this
and white.
year, because of the 20th, I was actually, you know, trying to keep it a little different from all the previous 8-10 years of calendars. And it just so happened that, you know, the way I've lit them up, the way I've done this year's pictures, they're more brighter, more, you know, the whole tones are very different from the last few years. Last few years, I think I've gone very grungy, very intense, dark lighting, a lot of contrast. This time I've gone a bit more happier, a bit more daylight, a bit more, lots of bright colors in the calendar. If you see like the whole range of, you know, I think even though these two are black and white, Akshay and Shah Rukh are in black and white, the lighting is very bright. It's not gone very dark or contrasty. I've kept it little, I've kept the mood and still maintained to make them look really glamorous, make them look really good. The main purpose this time was not to go too dark with lighting, what I've been doing. So there is a noticeable difference in the 20th calendar. Maybe next year we'll go back to making them dark and making them intense and stuff like that. But right now I think with creativity and with the kind of photography that I do, I think every photographer has phases. Like at this point I just felt color. You know, I don't know, next year who knows, I may do an all black and white calendar. So I think we all go through phases, and whatever inspires you at that moment is what you go ahead with.
So in 20 years, I think let's discuss a few statistics. So in 20 years, you've had 2 all-women calendars.
Correct.
Now, Aishwarya Rai has been part of 18 of your calendars. 1 year you had like an all-male calendar, and 1 year she was not part of it. So I think she has the maximum number of pictures in your calendars?
From the girls, yes,
From the
Ash
girls,
has
from
been,
the girls, yeah.
from the girls.
We'll come to the men shortly, but
Yeah. Ash has got, the only girl who's been a part of 18 calendars, she's got the maximum number of years and shots that we've done. Yeah, it's just, I mean, in the year 2000, when I released my first calendar, I just pulled out 12 of the shots that I had done from the start of my career till 2000, till 1999, and I released the calendar in the year 2000 January. So it was more like an experimental thing for the new millennium. Everybody was talking about Y2K, this was the buzz of the town. So I said, okay, let's celebrate with dates. And I just made a layout and printed the calendar just to give out. And I was also very new that time, so I gave it out to I personally went and hand delivered the calendars because I didn't even have staff. And I used to drive every morning, put 100 calendars in my car and go and drive. So today I'll do South Bombay, tomorrow I'll do Worli, day after I'll do this. So in a week's time I actually delivered all 1,000 calendars personally. I went to people's home, like how you go in an invitation card, I went to give my calendar. It was received very well. And straight from there, people, especially the industry and the actors, like the male actors said, hey, what have we done? Why are we not featuring in your calendar? So then from the year 2001, which was my first shot calendar, actually conceptualized and shot for the calendar, and I did 12 boys and 12 girls. So it became a 24 actors calendar. Right. It was the first of its kind in that time, in the year 2000. No one had even dreamt of, I don't know why, but no other photographer who had access to the actors as well had ever done a calendar with them. So after that, it really caught on, and then people wanting to be a part of it, and then I kept experimenting with my photography, and for me it's become like more something that drives me, that okay, let me outdo what I've done in the previous calendars. So it always, I think it keeps me fired up, keeps me on the edge to kind of create something new, and it's my space. It's like there's no magazine, or it's not I'm shooting for a client or anything. It's totally for my and the artist, their creative satisfaction.
All right, and talking about men, so you've had 2 all-women calendars in the last 20 years, and so if you can tell us who all men have featured in 18 of your calendars.
Yeah, in 18 of my calendars, Shahrukh has been in all 18. Abhishek has been there. Mr. Bachchan has been there. Hrithik has been there. Yeah. So Hrithik, Shahrukh, Mr. Bachchan, Abhishek have been in 18 calendars, and then we've had Akshay and Arjun and all who've been in some 17, some 16.
Right.
Also, depends on why the difference in number. Although I work a lot with all these actors, is that they, sometimes in November, December, if they're not in town, if they're traveling, or it's in a particular look which they cannot reveal till the film comes out. So sometimes it happens that we have to manage without them. Yeah.
Okay, and now since the last few years, you've been experimenting with younger artists as well.
Right.
And this year we see the entry of Janhvi Kapoor. We're seeing the entry of Kiara Advani with a stunning picture. And Tiger has been there, part of a few of your last
3 calendars, yes.
Varun Dhawan has been there. Parineeti Chopra as well. Alia, I think Alia is... been there.
Karthik is also the new entry this year.
Karthik Aryan, Kriti Sanon is there as well.
Yes.
So how's it working with the younger stars?
I think there's a great new energy which comes into the calendar as well, because I feel that they're very enthusiastic about their pictures. They want to be I think all actors who are doing this calendar, first of all, are doing it for free. I mean, that's one thing. This calendar is a non-commercial calendar. So only if you are really creatively inspired, or you want to create something new, or you do it just for the relation that we share, or to build a relation. I think that's why people do this calendar. It's not for, I'm sure they have, through the year we do, including me and including the actors, do commercial work throughout the year. This is, I think, one job which has stayed, art, which has stayed commercial free since the last 20 years. So I think the new energy the new kids bring in also is very, very interesting, because it adds freshness to the calendar. It keeps the calendar also more trendy, more current on the new generation. So I feel that the new generation are very different from the olders, because with the older ones, I've been through so many years of them, it's like by November, December, they know abhi Dabboo ka phone aane hi wala hai.
Right.
So when it's a newcomer, it's for the first time I approach them, this is Dabboo, and I
They're
like
more
to.
than eager actually. It's like it's definitely a very important part as far as the bucket list is concerned.
I guess, yeah.
That's what Parijit Chopra said, and I think all of them.
So what happens is, but I don't want to make it out to be that that I'm calling and you have to be a part of it. It's first of all, even if he's a newcomer, they should be happy to be a part of the calendar. It's not necessary that every person I call, would want to come and do it. So for me, I still approach them and say, hi, this is Dabboo, and I'd like to shoot you for my calendar. So I'm sure most of them are happy to do it, and
No, definitely.
And then when they come for the shoot, they tell me that in the last 4-5 years they come, and in the video bite they say that when Dabboo called me and he said, hi, this is Dabboo and I want to do your calendar, I pretended as if I was like, okay, I kept the phone and I was bouncing and I was jumping and I'm sure everybody, like when Karthik said, when he posted the first behind the scenes, he ticked it like another thing done from his list.
One, I think, newcomer who's making waves is SARA Ali Khan.
Right.
And we have missed her in this calendar. I'm
Yeah,
sure
even I've missed her. She couldn't make time. I asked Sarah. She couldn't make time because she was since November again. She was back to back promoting her first film and then Simba, and the promotions were so hectic. And like I said earlier, that whoever features in the calendar, they know that it's going to be placed with 23 other actors, so they don't want to do it in a rush. They don't want to do it, especially for a debut. When they don't want to, they know that there's going to be debuts get a lot more attention in the calendar, because everybody first question is who's new, what's new, is the media question. So I think most actors who want to feature in the calendar will pull out separate time to do the shoot. They will not just do it while they're promoting or while something else is happening. So everybody pulls out specific time for the calendar photo shoot. So I think that's the only reason why she couldn't work out the dates. Hopefully in the next calendar you will see Sarah.
Sure.
Hi, this is Dabboo Ratnani and you're watching the exclusive on my calendar, my 2019 20th edition calendar, only on Bollywood Hungama. Do watch, subscribe and hit the bell icon.